children, good morning to all. This is Amina, working as CRT English at KGBV Sambepalli in Kadapa district. See children, now COVID is rapidly spreading over. So be careful for everybody. Most importantly, the children and the old people be careful. Take all the precautions. Don't come unnecessarily outside. Mainly, I think you are feeling very bored because you are staying so many days onwards in your house only. Don't go outside when you feel bored. Especially the children and the old people, they have very less immunity power. So we have to use mask and maintain social distance and wash your hands. So children, be careful or stay safe. And coming to today's topic, in the last session, we saw the title blanket, explanation part and grammar topic, noun phrases and the types of sentences also. In that session, I had given a small assignment also for you. Once again we recovered, that is, I gave some textual questions and asked you to make the answers for them. And also I told you to collect some noun phrases and the types of sentences from your lesson. I think you did that. If anybody didn't do it, must complete it. Today we are going to listen to a poem from 8th class English, that is My Mother. This poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. This poem reveals the deep emotional bonding that the poet had with his mother. Before that, let us know about the poet. He is Rabindranath Tagore. He was born in 1861. He is popularly known as Vishwakavi and Gurudev. He was the founder of Shantiniketan, an experimental school. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his Gitanjali, the Song of Offerings. Each of his poems reflects Indian vision and love towards his motherland. He is considered the voice of Indian heritage and spiritualism. He is one of the greatest poets of modern India. Our national anthem Janaganamana also is written by Rabindranath Tagore only. He was died in 1941. Let's have a look into the poem, children. My Mother. This poem reveals the deep emotional bonding that the poet had with his mother. Okay, children, let's start to read the poem. I cannot remember my mother, only sometime in the midst of my play. A tune seems to over my playthings, the tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. Here see children, midst means in the middle, and then over means remain in the air. Tune means a series of musical notes in particular order, and then hum means singing without opening mouth, and then cradle means swing. And then let us start to read the second stanza. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning the smell of the shuli flowers float in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. See children, here autumn. Autumn means season of the year when trees shed leaves. And then shuli flowers means small white or orange flowers that bloom in autumn. And then service means prayer. And then come to the next stanza, children. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze and my face has spread all over the sky. Here, see children, gaze means look at something or someone for a long time. Okay children, see here, the poem starts with the lines and the starts with the stanza. I cannot remember my mother. And then see children, Rabindranath Tagore, he cannot remember his mother. That means he doesn't remember the physical appearance of his mother because he lost his mother when he was still young. Actually, this poem reveals deep emotional bonding that the poet had with his mother. The poet expresses his inability to recall the features of his mother. See children, let us know the meaning of first stanza. I cannot remember my mother. That means he doesn't remember the physical appearance of his mother. Only sometimes in the midst of my play, a tune seems to over my playthings. That means when the poet looks at his playthings, he seems to be able to hear a tune. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. That means the poet's mother often sang the same song when she rocked his cradle. When the poet looks at his playthings, he seems to be able to hear a tune. The poet recalls the tune and his mother when he looks at his playthings. See children, let us know the meaning of second stanza. I cannot remember my mother. That means the poet doesn't remember the physical appearance of his mother. But when in the early autumn morning, the smell of the shuli flowers floats in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. That means here the poet recalls his mother in the smell of shuli flowers because she wore always shuli flowers. That's why the poet recalls his mother in the smell of shuli flowers. And then he recalls his mother in another thing also. That one is the scent of the morning service in the temple. The poet recalls his mother in these two things. Okay children, you can observe that clearly in this. See children, let us know the meaning of third stanza. I cannot remember my mother. Only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky, I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. See children, in every stanza, I cannot remember my mother. That means he doesn't remember his mother's physical appearance, but he recalls his mother in an every event. He recalls his mother when he looks into the distant sky from his bedroom window. He feels the gaze of his mother on his face spreading all over the sky. So children, Tagore's mother was there when he was still young. He expressed his inability to recall his mother's physical appearance. He recalls, he hears the tune, smells of the scent of shuli flowers, and feels her gaze in the distant sky. See children, let us know the unknown words from the poem. Over, Hover, over, tune, 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 And then service, S-E-R-V-I-C-E, service. And then rocking, R-O-C-K-I-N-G, rocking. Autumn, A-U-T-U-M-N, autumn. Midst, M-I-D-S-T, midst. Scent, S-C-E-N-T, scent. Floating, F-L-O-A-T-I-N-G, floating. And then humming, H-U-M-M-I-N-G, humming. Surely, S-H-I-U-L-I, surely. Credit, C-R-A-D-L-E, credit. Gaze, G-A-Z-E, gaze. These are all unknown words from the poem. Look here, children. Let us know the meaning of unknown words. Over, over. It is a verb that means remind the aid. And then surely, it is a noun that means small, white or orange flowers that bloom in autumn. Scent, it is a noun that means good smell. And then midst, it is a noun that means in the middle. Humming, it is a verb that means singing without opening mouth. Floating, it is a verb that means moving easily through air. Gaze, it is a noun that means look at something or someone for a long time. Autumn, it is a noun, season of the year when trees shed leaves. And then rocking is a verb that means swinging. Service is a noun that means prayer. And then tune is a noun that means a series of musical notes in particular order. Okay, children, let us know the important points once again from the poem. The poet recalls his mother in the smell of the tulip flowers floats in the air, and he recalls his mother the scent of the morning service in the temple, and he recalls his mother into the blue of the distant sky. Look here, children, I have given a small assignment for you. Prepare answers for them. The questions are: how does the poet feel the presence of his mother? And then second one is, what do you understand from the statement, I cannot remember my mother? And then, does the poem convey sadness? If yes, pick out the suggestive expressions. And the last one is, what imagery do you find in each stanza? To which sense does it appeal to you? Okay, children, let us enter into the grammar topic, articles. There are two types of articles in English. See, there are two types of articles in English. See, children, how many types of articles are there? Two types of articles in English. They are, first one is definite article. Definite article. The is called definite article. The is called definite article. Definite article. This is children, the is for definite article. And then come to the second one, indefinite article. Indefinite article. A and an are called indefinite articles. Children, A and an are called indefinite articles. Understood it? Okay children, do you know what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U are called vowels and the remaining letters are called consonants. See here, rules to use article A. Rule 1. A is used before a singular common noun beginning with consonantal sound. See children, what is a common noun here? Common noun means the names given by us. See, common noun means the names given by us to a class of persons, places, animals and things. Are called common noun. Once again, what is a common noun? The names given by us to a class of persons, places, animals and things are called common nouns. Let us see the example. See the examples, children. Boy, book, bench, pen, flower, table. See children, these are all common nouns. They begin with consonantal sound. So we should use a article before all the words. See like this: a boy, a book, a bench, a pen, a flower, a table. And then let us see the second rule. Some word starts with a vowel letter A, E, I, O, U but having a consonantal sound. Then indefinite article a used before them. Let us see the example. Unite, uniform, universal, and then European, useful animal. See children, these words starts with a vowel letter but having a consonantal sound. So we should use a article before these words. A unite, a uniform, a universal, and then a European, a useful animal. And then see the next rule, children. A is used before a single common noun beginning with a vowel letter which has W sound. Let us see the example. 1 rupee note, 1 rupee note, one-eyed beggar, one-eyed beggar. See, children, these words beginning with a vowel letter which has W sound. 1 rupee note, one-eyed beggar. So we should use a article before all these words. A 1 rupee note, a one-eyed beggar. And then see the next rule, children. A is used before the collective nouns. Collective nouns indicates group of people, group of things. Let us see the example. Group of people, group of people. Then group of animals, group of animals. Bundle of papers, bundle of papers. Bunch of keys, bunch of keys. Bunch of flowers. See, children, these are all corrective nouns. So we should use a article before them. See, a group of people, and then a group of animals, a bundle of papers, a bunch of keys, a bunch of flowers. And then see the next rule, children. A is used before the quantities. Quantities means the measurements used to measure things are called quantities. Let us see the example. Few, little, lot of, kilogram, and then gram, dozen. See, children, these are all examples of quantities. Few, little, lot of, kilogram, gram, dozen. So we should use a article before all the words. See, a few, a little, a lot of, a kilogram, a gram, and then a dozen. And then rules to use an article. Rule 1. An is used before a singular common noun beginning with vowel sound. See, children, an is used before a singular common noun beginning with vowel sound. Let us see the example. Apple, umbrella, elephant, orange, iron box, ink pot, ice cream, them. See children, these words are started with vowel sound. So, we should use an article before them. An apple, an umbrella, and an elephant, an orange, and then an iron box, an ink pot, an ice cream, and intelligent. See the next rule, children. An is used before a singular common noun beginning with consonants but having vowel sound. See, an is used before a singular common noun beginning with consonants but having vowel sounds. Let us see the example. Our honorable man, honesty man, honorable teacher, A. See children, our honorable man, honesty man, honorable teacher, A. These words started with consonants but having vowel sound. So, we should use an article before them. An our, an honorable man, an honesty man, an honorable teacher, and A. And then come to the next rule. An is used before abbreviations which begin with F, I, R, M, N, L, S, H, X are pronounced as individual letters. See children, an is used before abbreviations which begin with F, I, R, M, N, L, S, H, X are pronounced as individual letters. Let us see the example. FIR, MLA, SBI, RMP, HP gas, LLB, ISI, NCC, X-ray. See children, FIR, MLA, SBI, RMP, HP gas, LLB, ISI, NCC, X-ray. These words are pronounced as individual letters. So, we should use an article before them like an FIR, an MLA, an SBI, an RMP, an HP gas, an LLB, an ISI, an NCC, and X-ray. And then The is used before the names of directions. See children, the is used before the names of directions. Let us see the example. East to, west to, north to, south to, and then northwest to, northwest to, southeast to, southwest to. See children, east to, west to, north to, south to, northeast to, northwest to, southeast to, southwest to. These are all directions. So we should use the article before the names of directions like the east, the west, the north, the south, and then the northeast, the northwest, the southeast, and then the southwest. And then come to the next rule children. The is used before the names of rivers. See children, the is used before the names of rivers. For example, Ganga, Yamuna, Krishna, Godavari, and then Narmada, Sindhu, Tapti, and then Indus. See children, Ganga, Yamuna, Krishna, Godavari, Narmada, Sindhu, Tapti, Indus. These are all rivers. So we should use the article before them like the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Krishna, the Godavari, and then the Narmada, the Sindhu, the Tapti, the Indus. Come to the next rule children. The is used before the names of oceans. See children, the is used before the names of oceans. I think you know some of the examples of oceans. See the examples. Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, then Antarctic Ocean. See children, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean. These are all examples of oceans. So we should use the article before them. The Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and then the Antarctic Ocean. And then come to the next rule children. The is used before superlative adjectives. See children, the is used before superlative adjectives. What are superlative adjectives? We use them to compare two or more nouns. Superlative adjectives, we use them to compare two or more nouns. Let us see the example. Cleverest, cleverest, nearest, dearest, sharpest, greatest, farthest, tallest. These are our superlative adjectives. So we should use the article before them. See, the cleverest, the nearest, the dearest, the sharpest, and then the greatest, the farthest, and then the tallest. See children, and the next rule is the is used before unique in the universe. See children, the is used before unique in the universe. Unique means special. Let us see the example. Sky, stars, sun, moon, and then earth. See children, sky, stars, sun, moon, and earth. These are all unique in the universe. So, we should use the article before them. The sky, the stars, the sun, the moon, and then the earth. See the next rule children. The is used before the names of mountains. I think you know so many mountains names. Let us see the example children. Himalayas, Vindhyas, Satpuras, see children, and then Aravali, these are all examples of mountains. See children, Himalayas, Vindhyas, Satpuras, Aravali, these are the examples of mountain. So we should use the article before them. The Himalayas, the Vindhyas, the Satpuras, the Aravali. And then see the next rule children. The is used before adjectival nouns. See children, the is used before adjectival nouns. What are adjectival nouns? The adjectives used in the place of subject as a noun are called adjectival nouns. Let us see the example. Poor, rich, dark, dumb. Okay, children, poor, rich, dark, dumb. These are all examples of adjectival nouns. So, we should use the article before them. The poor, the rich, the duck, the dun. See the next rule, children. The is used before musical instruments. See children, the is used before musical instruments. I think you know so many musical instruments names. Let us see the example. Veena, flute, drum, violin, and then tabla. See children, these are all examples of musical instruments. So we should use the article before them. The veena, the flute, the drum, the violin, and then the tabla. And then see the next rule, children. The is used before religious. See children, the is used before religious. Religious means communities. Let us see the example. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, and then Sikh. See children, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh. These are all examples of religious. So we should use the article before them. The Hindu, the Muslim, the Christian, and then the Sikh. And then see the next rule, children. The is used before ordinal numbers. See children, the is used before ordinal numbers. Let us see the example for ordinal numbers. First, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. See children, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. These are all examples of ordinal numbers. So we should use the article before them. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, and then the fifth. And then see the next rule, children. The is used before the names of newspapers. See children, the is used before the names of newspapers. Let us see the example. Hindu, Eenadu, Varta, Sakshi, Andhra Prabha, and then Andhra Jyoti. See children, Hindu, Eenadu, Varta, Sakshi, Andhra Prabha, and then Andhra Jyoti. These are all examples of newspapers. So we should use the article before them. The Hindu, the Eenadu, the Varta, the Sakshi, the Andhra Prabha, and then the Andhra Jyoti. See the next rule, children. The is used before the sacred books. See children, the is used before the sacred books. Sacred books means holy books. Let us see the example. Vedas, Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bible, Quran, and then Bhagavad Gita. See children, Vedas, Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bible, Quran, and then Bhagavad Gita. These are all examples of sacred books. So we should use the article before them. The Vedas, the Puranas, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Bible, the Quran, and then the Bhagavad Gita. See the next rule, children. The is used before the names of political parties. See children, the is used before the names of political parties. Let us see the example. Congress, YSR Congress, BJP, TDP, and then TRS. See children, Congress, YSR Congress, BJP, TDP, TRS. These are all examples of political parties. So we should use the article before them. The Congress, the YSR Congress, the BJP, the TDP, and then the TRS. See children, and then come to the next rule. The is used before the names of organizations. See children, the is used before the names of organizations. Let us see the examples of organizations. WHO, UNO, UNICEF, and then UNESCO. See children, WHO, UNO, UNICEF, and then UNESCO. These are all examples of organizations. So we should use the article before them. The WHO, the UNO, the UNICEF, and then the UNESCO. And then come to the next rule, children. The is used before the names of trains. See children, the is used before the names of trains. Let us see the example. Charminar, Dadar, Rayalaseema, and then Kanyakumari. See children, Charminar, Dadar, Rayalaseema, and then Kanyakumari. These are all examples of trains. So we should use the article before them. The Charminar, the Dadar, the Rayalaseema, and then the Kanyakumari. And then come to the next rule. The is used before the names of trains. See children, the is used before the names of trains. Let us see the example. Charminar Express, Dadar Express, Rayalaseema Express, and then Kanyakumari Express. See children, Charminar Express, Dadar Express, Rayalaseema Express, and then Kanyakumari Express. These are all examples of trains. So we should use the article before them. The Charminar Express, the Dadar Express, the Rayalaseema Express, and then the Kanyakumari Express. See the next rule children. The is used before the names of plural numbers. See children, the is used before the names of plural numbers. Let us see the example. Students, players, pens, pencils, books, bottles, tables, and then slates. See children, students, players, pens, pencils, books, bottles, tables, and then slates. These are all examples of plural numbers. So we should use the article before them. So the students, the players, the pens, the pencils, the books, the bottles, the tables, and then the slates. Come to the next rule children. The is used before the names of historical construction. See children, the is used before the names of historical construction. Let us see the example. Charminar, Taj Mahal, Red Fort, and then Gateway of India. See children, Charminar, Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Gateway of India. These are all examples of historical construction. So we should use the article before them. The Charminar, the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, and then the Gateway of India. Then see the next rule children. The is used before national festivals. See children, the is used before national festivals. See the examples. Gandhi Jayanti, Teachers Day, Children's Day, Republic Day, and then Independence Day. See children, Gandhi Jayanti, Teachers Day, Children's Day, Republic Day, and then Independence Day. These are all examples of national festivals. So we should use the article before them. The Gandhi Jayanti, the Teachers Day, the Children's Day, the Republic Day, and then the Independence Day. See the next rule, children. The is used before a head of the institutions. See children, the is used before a head of the institutions. Example, headmaster, and then see the next rule, children. The is used before a head of the institutions. See children, the is used before a head of the institutions. Let us see the example. Headmaster, postmaster, principal, and then manager. See children, headmaster, postmaster, principal, and then manager. These are all examples of head of the institutions. So we should use the article before them. The headmaster, the postmaster, the principal, and then the manager. See children, and then come to the next rule. The is used before the names of seas. See children, the is used before the names of seas. Let us see the example. Red Sea, Black Sea, Baltic Sea, Caspian Sea, and then Arabian Sea. See children, Red Sea, Black Sea, Baltic Sea, Caspian Sea, and then Arabian Sea. These are all the examples of seas. So we should use the article before them. The Red Sea, the Black Sea, the Baltic Sea, the Caspian Sea, and then the Arabian Sea. Look here children, I am going to give a small assignment to you. Note it and complete it. That is, fill in the blanks with suitable articles. The first one is, India is dash great country. The second one is, Kalyani is dash intelligent girl. And then, he was dash first man to arrive. Rani is dash nurse in the hospital. And then, we will live after dash hour. And then, dash nail is dash river. And then the next one is, Geeta has dash long hair. And then Chini is dash MA English. And then the next one is, my grandmother reads dash Quran regularly. And then the next one is Raju wrote dash letter to me. And then the next one is the girl is dash orphan. And then the next one is dash sunrise in dash east. And then the next one is Mr. Raju is dash European. Next, he married dash American lady. And then next one is dash Hindu is a popular newspaper. And then the next one is I have found dash 1 rupee coin in the basket. The next one is Kalyan is dash extraordinary man. And the next one is Mr. Rama is dash most experienced in our college. And then the next one is he is dash university professor. And then the next one is man is dash social animal. And then come to the next one. Dash Himalayas are to the north of India. And the next one is John is dash handsome boy. And then come to the next one. Jaya is dash innocent girl. And then the next one is dash Pacific is an ocean. And then come to the next one is English is dash difficult language. And then Pawan is dash MLA. And then come to the next one is she is playing dash tabla. And then what dash beautiful painting. And then come to the next one is I made with dash accident. The next one is Vijayawada is on dash Krishna. I hope all of you will complete the assignment. Thank you for listening my class with patience. Okay children, we'll meet in the next session.